Fans are always wanting to know what would happen if Gohan had trained during the 7-year time skip, but what I'm asking is what would happen if he had a little training partner. That's right, Goten will join him in his training. We see from an early age Trunks trains with Vegeta, and in canon, Goten trains with Chi-Chi and still manages to become a strong Super Saiyan. But what if he trained with Gohan, who was completely unaware Goten was actually a Super Saiyan in canon until he transformed in front of him at the age of 7. But let's find out what would have happened if Goten trained with Gohan during the 7-year time skip. So from the age of 2, Goten has begun to walk, he's begun to talk, well, more fluently, more developedly, and he begins to see Gohan training one day and asks if he can join him. Goten starts off slow. It basically goes similar to how Gohan started his training with Piccolo. He doesn't put his brother in as much danger though, he doesn't want his mum to kill him. So Goten goes through some kind of training, some kind of development in the wilderness, where Gohan trains him in between his studies. And by the age of 4, Goten has actually managed to become a Super Saiyan already. He is ahead of Trunks at this point, and he is training hard to become strong. He admires his brother, who wants to be stronger than Trunks. He even admires Vegeta. He hears stories of his father and how he looks just like him. He wants to be like his father. He wants to be the hero that the world needs, that the world wants. The strength of Goten does not go unnoticed by Trunks. He tells his father that he wants to be as strong as Goten one day, and Vegeta looks at him. How strong can that child be at the age of 4, 5? That Trunks wants to be as strong as him, and not as strong as his father. Vegeta asks a chilling question. Trunks, is Goten a Super Saiyan? Trunks just nods and bows his head. Vegeta is shocked. Such a young child? A Super Saiyan? That's impossible. It's bad enough that Gohan became a Super Saiyan so young, but now Goten too? Vegeta ups Trunks' training immensely, and every now and then the two do fight. Trunks and Goten do spar occasionally. Gohan has learned to be a good teacher both from Goku and from Piccolo. Whereas Vegeta, he's not really the best teacher. He may have learned his power on his own, he may have got strength all on his own, independently, but is he really the best at passing on this information? Gohan easily is able to teach Goten how to learn how to become a Super Saiyan, how to control it, how to control Ki, whereas Trunks, he gets a bit more of an aggressive teaching style from Vegeta. Goten embraces the way that Gohan teaches him, and all the knowledge that Gohan learned from Goku about Super Saiyan form, everything he learned about it is passed from Goku through Gohan to Goten, and Gohan, he teaches him how Piccolo taught him discipline. Goten is becoming so strong, so quick. Now, apart from the training, everything to start with goes as per normal up until the youth tournament final. Now, Goten and Trunks, they're both a lot more disciplined. Goten is a bit more, well, he's a bit smarter in all honesty. He's more aware of what he's doing. He's not going to do as stupid tactics as what he originally did, where he accidentally turned Super Saiyan. No, Goten has strengthened his base form immensely, and the two stick to their word of fighting in their base forms. Although the fight is intense, the announcer says that this is like finals of old, where Goku, Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, Jackie Chun and Piccolo, where they all fought for their lives in these tournaments. This is what he's been missing. This is what the world has missed out from for all these years, and eventually Goten is the victor. Now this infuriates Vegeta even more, and this drives on his passion to fight Goku that bit more. Now again, everything else goes the same for the next bit. Vegeta, his actions stay the same, and it comes to his sacrifice. He looks at Trunks, his interaction with Trunks goes the same. When he looks at Goten, he says, Goten, I'm proud of you as well. Do this for your father, for me, most importantly, do it for your brother, and I'll tell him I'm sorry. Before knocking Goten out, Piccolo and Vegeta's interaction goes the same, and the two manage to escape through Piccolo and Krillin. Vegeta sacrifices himself, a bit stronger than normal, but it is still not enough. Buu survives, and the world is in danger. Goku reappears and begins to teach the fusion dance to Goten and Trunks, before Trunks has to go out and get the Dragon Radar. Goku has to intervene to fight Majin Buu, but Goku, he is still as strong as what he was normally, so this fight has no difference except for Trunks gets to Capsule Corp, back to the lookout, just slightly quicker. So Goku has, let's say, 10 minutes more. It's not enough to do anything, but he has a bit longer to say goodbye to his family. The sacrifices of both their fathers drives on Goten and Trunks just that bit more. When they do actually achieve a fusion dance, they become Gotenks. But this Gotenks is different. He's more mellowed out. He doesn't have as much as Trunks' arrogance. Goten has more of an influence through his discipline. This Goten is not as naive, so he has a bit more control through the fusion, and actually he doesn't go straight down to face Buu. He stays there and works with Piccolo and discovers that he can transform to Super Saiyan during the fusion and doesn't have to use Super Saiyan before the fusion dance. So this is a way to power up the form even quicker, even more powerful, and he's done it in quicker time, so he's able to achieve a bit more. He's able to train in this form, get used to it, and learn new techniques for the first half an hour before the fusion runs out. Now when they try again, he looks at Piccolo and says, I want to try something, and he attempts to transform into a Super Saiyan 3. There is glimpses of it, but he cannot do it. Piccolo sees this and has an idea. He sends him into the hyperbolic time chamber just for one day. Piccolo goes with him to help with his training because Piccolo can enter because he doesn't need the food. That is the limitation of the time chamber. He can enter with them two as they eat the food and help them train. Now with Piccolo there helping them to train before anything else happens, they are able to achieve Super Saiyan 3, and Piccolo wants them to just fight Buu full out. No stupid tactics, no trying to fight Buu and put on a show. If they try and put on a show, they will lose and the world will end. Piccolo has made this abundantly clear to them, and Goten, his side of the fusion, knows this. Regardless of how stubborn Trunks is, Goten, he is able to get enough influence in the fusion to take somewhat control and say no to the stupid tactics. Trunks can't convince him to put on a flashy show. He wants to take revenge for their fathers. The words that Vegeta spoke to Goten have rung in his ear. He hasn't forgot them. He needs to do it for his father, for Vegeta and for Gohan. They need to save everyone. While they've been training in the time chamber, Majin Buu, everything else outside has gone the same. He has split into the evil Buu, who has then absorbed him to become Super Buu, and now he is on the lookout. He is looking for the strong fighter that Goku promised him. This is where he senses his most powerful energies. With both Krillin and Yamcha being there, they have the strongest energies on the planet, and that has drawn Buu up to the lookout. So Dende manages to telepathically connect to Piccolo to tell him that Buu is on the lookout. In this time, Buu destroys every last person on the planet, and Krillin, Yamcha and 18 try and fight off Majin Buu, giving time for Goten and Trunks to get out of the time chamber with Piccolo, but by the time they exit, everyone is gone except for Dende. Mr. Popo still managed to save him, throwing him off of the lookout, and now Goten and Trunks, that's it. Their mothers have now been killed by this monster. It's time to finish him. They straight away fuse and don't waste a second in going into Super Saiyan 3, taking the monster off guard and pulverizing him. This Gotenks is so much stronger than the one we see in canon. Both boys are immensely stronger. They have more control, they're more experienced, they know so much more. Buu is getting pushed back immensely, but are they able to finish him? That's the question. They blast him again and again. Buu just keeps regenerating. They are stronger than him, but not enough to just finish him off once and for all. They can't fully extinguish the beast. Now, they have bought enough time. The fusion ends. Buu steps up to finish them, but they're saved. Not by much, but a hero comes to save them. No, it's not Gohan. Tien Shinhan shows up and uses the soul flare, and the three of them flee with Piccolo and get as far away from Buu as they can. They need to buy enough time to be able to use the fusion once more. Now, Buu is looking for them. All of them are suppressing their energy as much as they can, trying to buy some time. There's no way for the boys to recover their strength with sensu beans. Everything's been destroyed, including Korin, Yajirobe and Korin Tower. Now, they need to rest. This is when they come in contact with Dende and Mr. Satan. Now with a group of small power levels all accumulated together, Buu is drawn to this location, but they all hide. Mr. Satan is the one to go out first, and trying to talk to Boo. With good Boo's influence aside, it holds him back briefly before he snaps out of it and just smacks Mr. Satan to the side, slowly walking over to the rest of them. He's about to raise his hand to both Goten and Trunks. He wants to blast them into nothing, but this is when he's kicked to the side. This is when Gohan reappears. He's there to save the day. Now Gohan, his base form is a fair bit stronger than what it was in canon. Not only has he not regressed through not training for 7 years, but he has trained and got even stronger than what he was against Cell. So this ultimate form is even more powerful than what it was originally. And now Gohan starts to beat down Boo. Goten and Trunks tell him that Boo just keeps regenerating. He needs to blast him into nothing. This is what Gohan does. He incinerates Majin Buu. So this is where the death of Super Buu happens. He is dead. Everything inside him is gone and he is defeated. Everyone is wished back using the Earth Dragon Balls, and the ones that cannot be revived by them are revived by the Namekian Balls. But is Goku brought back? And now he remains dead. Gohan, Goten, Trunks, they're strong enough to save the world now. Without him, they've shown that when Goku went back, all he did was buy time. He couldn't finish Buu, but they did it. Goten and Trunks were stronger than Buu in their fusion, and Gohan has come back and finished him once and for all. The last two villains that have come to Earth have been destroyed by Gohan. He truly has become Goku's successor, the hero the world deserves. But not only that, Gohan can also live his life. He's strong enough to be both a scholar and the world's hero. Now guys, that is where I will leave the video for now. Without Goku, what is going to happen? Will Beerus still come to Earth? Will anything else in Super happen? Now guys, if you want to find out more, please remember to subscribe for more, like the video, share it if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Bye.